Hey guys, welcome back to Terraria. Last time we defeated, a bunch of different bosses in one big go. We defeated Duke Fishron, we defeated the Lunatic Cultist, and started working on all of the lunar pillars that need to be killed in order to face off against the final boss. But in between episodes, I have been doing some interesting things. One, this thing right here, there's a little, what are these called? Banner right here. I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit. Just want to put a note on it because it's something interesting that I've technically fought a boss off screen, but it's not really a boss. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. But in my inventory, I have a bunch of new items that are going to be helping me get like pretty much the best form of these boots. I got myself an obsidian rose, my old water walking boots, that lava charm that I shimmered, and I went into like a new world to get myself some new ice skates because one of those things, the ice skates are very rare. They only spawn in, what are they called? Like snow biomes. And snow biomes are relatively small within a world, and you have to find them in a chest within there. So it can be really hard to find ice skates. I was not able to find any in my world. So I looked up on, like, Google, like, a seed that has, because, Terraria has seeds much like Minecraft. They pretty much, all these worlds are procedurally generated. So if you have the seed, you can go ahead and generate that exact same world. Excuse me, sorry. But I found a seed that actually gives you ice skates really quickly. So I went into there, got the ice skates back, because we need them to go ahead and upgrade our lightning boots all the way. If you remember, we had our lightning boots from like the very beginning of like this entire playthrough. Well, now we can actually go ahead and upgrade them to their highest format. I also got another hard warrior emblem. I went ahead and just fought, like, the wall of flesh for no reason. For, like, absolutely no reason. I was trying to get the spiked obsidian rose, which only spawns from the little imps down there in hell. And I had just gotten, like, a voodoo doll, and I was like, you know what? I want to see how strong I am with the daybreak. And I completely obliterated him. He is a pretty hard mode boss, so it's not hard. It's just, he's just dumb, but yeah, I completely annihilated him. So using all of our cool shit, we can go ahead and make frost spark boots. We can also make ourselves lava waders using all these items. Now, the final form of the Hermes boots is the Terra Spark boots. And you get like an achievement for getting it. The boots of the hero. The Terra Spark boots pretty much give you everything that all of those items give you. So you get like immunity to lava, you get really fast speed. You can walk on ice and stuff like that. And you go fast. Also, why is there a giant strip of asphalt up here? I'll go ahead and explain that later. But yeah, went ahead and made myself my Terra Spark boots. I'm pretty much at the highest form of the Hermes boots, which, pretty cool for me. All right, next up, over here in the arena, it's really hard to tell right there, but there's an eternity crystal stand. So what the hell is a crystal stand? We can finally start getting into what the hell the Tavern Keep does. So he's been sticking around ever since like we defeated Skeletron or something like that. These guys, also, this thing is working again, and I've been grinding a shit ton of money on a shit ton of money. A shit ton? I don't know. Hard to speak sometimes. But I've been grinding a shit ton of money. Also, it's really easy to kill these guys because the daybreak makes those explosions that pretty much just kill everything inside the kill chamber. So, pretty nice little thing. I kind of don't even need that, like, piece of lava there anymore. But then again, I can't tape my left click button down the entire time. So, I need a way of easily killing them really quickly. So, to each their own. But yes, the Tavern Keep, who also has like a completely different design right now because he was hanging out in the shimmer. The thing about the Tavern Keep is that he's like a more new addition, and his entire thing is based around a tower defense mode in the game. So whenever you click the option that says Eternity Crystal, it'll say the first thing you need to know about the special defense artifacts I've got for sale, but only if you have some defender medals. So when you click the Eternia Crystal button for the first time, he'll go ahead and give you 10 of these Defender medals. As you can see, I've already used a couple of them up. But Defender medals are the currency that the Tavern Keep uses in order to start off the tower defense mode. So what you would need to buy is Eternity Crystal Stands and Eternia Crystals. Both of those, when you place an Eternia Stand and then right-click it with a crystal, you're going to go ahead and start off a new event. Hell, I want to go ahead and show that off real quick. So Let me go ahead and go over to our arena. It's not... I can't beat the event. I've been trying at it multiple times. It's an event that you can lose. Like, unlike the Goblin Invasion and the Pirate Invasion, you can actually lose this one. So, if I go ahead and zoom out, need to zoom out. If I go ahead and right-click this with the crystal, you're going to see some serious shit. Now, one thing that you want to buy, like, immediately from the Tavern Keep is what's called a Ballista Rod, or any of those summon weapons that he can give you. Because he gives you weapons that pretty much spawn what are called sentries. Those sentries can only really be used inside of this one event, and they drop, like... This is not the only sentry you can get. You can get a bunch of different kinds of sentries, but that's the Ballista Sentry. It's a literal ballista, but they're summons that don't move and then just stick to the ground. And then, just, shoot random crud for you. And, well, the only way you can use them outside of this event is by beating the event. And, sadly, I'm not that powerful. But, yeah, you can just keep on... Because you see a little, like, ammo reading up here. You need 10 mana crystals to go ahead and spawn another one of these, like, ballista things. And they just sit there and shoot. They're not all that strong. They're very weak. But they're only meant to be used inside of the what's called the Old One's Army. I always call it the Old Man's Army, but it's the Old One's Army. As you can see in the bottom right. But yeah, the Old One's Army is just an event where it spawns a shit ton of goblins to go ahead and kill you with. And these little beetles are where those banners are from. I've been playing this event multiple times because, I just need to get it because there are some cool things that you can get from it. Mostly just, like, help out with some endgame gear if I really felt like it was necessary. But I want to try out the Old Man's Army. Keep on calling it Old Man. Just because, it's extra fun things to do. And the more Defender's Medals I get, because you'll only get Defender's Medals from these events after you pass Wave 3. So if you pass Wave 3, it'll drop you, like, a shit ton of, like, well, not a shit ton. If you pass Wave 3, you'll only get one Defender Medal, where if you pass further than that, you'll get a lot more Defender's Medals. And the point is just to get a shit ton of those that you can, get some cool items out of it. But yeah, I can go ahead and spawn some of these, and I've just been grinding at this, refighting the same exact event multiple times because I want some of the cool things it gives you. Or, not it gives you, but, like, the cool things that you can get from buying things with Defender's Medals and stuff like that. The problem is that it's pretty goddamn tough. The ballistas are not all that helpful, I tell you. They don't fire quickly, they're very slow. There's ways to get upgraded ones, but you need a lot more Eternity Medals for it. Not Eternity Medals, Defender's Medals. So you need to be able to do a lot more crud with this. Oh boy, and everything hurts really badly. Everybody's got, like, super buffed up health. You can fight the Old One's Army in pre-hard mode, which is probably what you're meant to do, because, I'm fighting it and I'm having a really hard time dealing with it. But you're probably meant to fight this in pre-hard mode so that you don't have to be dealing with all this bullshit. But yeah, the crystal has a certain amount of health, and you just need to be able to kill everything before they break it. This should have just dropped one Defender Medal. But yeah, the point is that you refight this thing multiple times to keep getting Defender's Medals, to keep getting better weapons and stuff like that. So, yeah, just want to show off that I do have access to the Old One's Army. I'm just not strong enough to beat them. Nowhere near strong enough to beat them. But it's definitely an event that I can fight. I don't really want to, but I will if I need to get very specific armor for final boss territory. But either way, just a cool little event that exists. Let's see, how much money do I have? See, I don't think I have any money right now. I must have spent it on reforges and stuff. I've been grinding up a lot of money in the grinder, just trying to pay for reforges and stuff like that. Either way, this time around, other than, trying out the Old One's Army event, I want to go ahead and fight the last two pillars. I want to fight the Nebula pillar and then get the Vortex pillar prepared for killing. Because the two of those are the last things required to spawn the final boss. Now, you may be wondering, why the hell do I have a giant track of asphalt? I didn't have my weapon out. I was real sad. And then my little fishron gets teleported with me and he gets stuck on the ground. Anyway, what was I trying to say? So why do we have a giant track of asphalt? So, the final boss requires that you run really, really fast away from it. Best way to run is by using the asphalt and stuff like that. But you don't need an arena. What you need is just a very long strip of land, which is why I've created a very long strip of asphalt. So, yeah, that's why there's giant-ass asphalt all over the place. So I need to go ahead and kill everything in here. I need to kill. Let's see, but yeah, this is the Nebula Pillar. They spawn like weird brain people. The weird brain people, this one's a lot easier than the Solar Pillar. That one, oh my god, it was awful. Oh my god, you're awful. This is awful. Let's see, how am I doing on my great potions? I only have 12. Might be a good idea to refight Destroyer when I get the chance. I need to refight him to get a shit ton of, what's it called? The thingies, greater health potions. Don't really need, you know, hollowed bars anymore, seeing as, you know, I have armor that's way better than hollowed bars, but, you know, it'd be cool to have that too, I guess. This is why the Daybreak's a little bit hard to use. They're not good at crowd control. And the Terrorblade is much better at crowd controlling these guys. It's just is not as strong. Sorry, my stomach is fucking exploding. It always is. It always is. Who needs to talk when you can eat? That's a good question. I just need everybody dead. Everyone dead. See, I think... Are they spawning up here? Oh, they phase through the ground. Shit. I thought they didn't phase through the ground. The Vortex Pillar can actually be cheesed really easily if there's, like, a Sky Island right above it. Because everything gets trapped in, like, the Sky Island and can't fuse through it. And if you just have the Spore Sack, you will repeatedly kill them without even really thinking about it. So the Vortex Pillar is actually a lot easier if you do it that way. I just can't do it that way because I suck. Also, fast Duke Fishron. As you can see, he goes up and down really slowly. He only goes left and right really quick. But yeah, the Nebula Pillar, not that hard. Really not that hard. You just fly around in circles and kill all the brains. It just takes forever, really. Please, fish. Don't you dare die, fish. I need you. I need him. You need me. Wrong game. Wrong game. Very different game. That's from a first-person shooter versus, you know, sandbox survival game. Very different genre, but, you know, lovable all the same. Lovable all the same. Yeah, this is so boring. I'm like, this is so boring. Just going back and forth. Back and forth. Just having to kill these fuckers a million times until, you know, the thing just opens up and lets me kill it. You know, it should already try and let me kill it. Because it's like, you know, you're gonna die. I may die. But I will always return. Because I'm from Azkaban. Whatever the hell that means. But yeah, that giant asphalt strip is going to be like what we're going to use for the final arena, quote-unquote. Problem is, I can't make it the length of the entire world because of the Nebula Pillar being in the way. The Nebula Pillar is blocking it from being super cool, so therefore I'm unhappy. Therefore, I am very unhappy. Now, let's see. Yeah, get back over there, get rid of the Nebula Pillar, but once the Nebula Pillar is out of the way, should be a lot easier for me to, what's it called? Actually fight, or make the rest of the asphalt trip. I'm gonna make the rest of the trip. Let's see, I don't want to be on the ground, but I might have to. The ground enemies are a lot easier to kill than the sky enemies. At least in my opinion. In my opinion, it just works like that. It just works. Let's see. Leave me alone. Pretty much this entire game is just playing Toho. You just dodge. The name of the game is dodge perpetually until you win. And it never really seems to work that way for me because I don't have good reaction time. I have awful reaction time. Let's see. How many? I have 9 left. Damn. I need those healing potions, so fighting the Destroyer a couple more 1,000 times would be a great idea. Therefore, I need to grind for it. I need to grind out so much gold to buy so many pieces of dynamite, and then just hope that I have the right stuff to summon the Destroyer 15 billion times. So, you fuckers ready to get killed? Are you fuckers ready to experience pain unimaginable? I am, because Fishron's slow again. Fishron's slow. Sonic never loved being slow. It's like Sonic never loved being fast. but he hated he never loved being fast, which is exactly his entire personality. So I don't really know what's going on there. You ever just hated being yourself so badly? I mean, there's a lot of people with a lot of self-loathing problems, but still, I loathe you, viewer. Which is exactly why you subscribe to the Bible. The Bible. I always trust the Bible. See, just need to kill 40 more of these motherfuckers with my Bible. My Bible, otherwise known as my fish. Fish Jesus is best Jesus. Then again, I tried to make a socialist Jesus a couple nights ago. It was very confusing. Very convoluted. But you know, we ended up saving Christmas. We ended up ruining Christmas and then saving Christmas and then something or other happened. I'm not completely sure. I think I was dead most of the time. I was mentally scarred for it for the rest of my entire life. I don't think I'll ever understand. I always love being turned into sad meat. Oh god. Oh god. So yeah, killing both these pillars. Once both are dead, then the final boss will spawn. So getting the second pillar down to pretty much dead is going to be the strat. There's also another way to summon him after the pillars are dead, and it's by using all of those fragments that the pillars drop. Problem is, if you run out of, what's it called? Like fragments and stuff like that, you have to now, like, what's it called? Refight all the pillars to get the fragments. The fragments aren't extremely, like, you know, useful in any other, like, crafting recipe for me in specific, but, like, other classes, they could use those for a bunch of different things. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work well for me, but, could be useful if I need to switch classes for some odd reason. We'll see if melee can destroy the final boss. I think it can if I just have enough, you know, strats. I've been watching videos on how to properly fight the thing and make it easy to fight. I just know that, like, knowing my luck, I'm gonna fucking not be able to do it correctly. I'm not gonna be able to do shit. I just gotta drive by on these guys on the ground. Let's see. Damn it. They're strong. They're very annoyingly strong, but they're strong. They look like xenomorphs down there. Purple xenomorphs. They're called Predictor. The Predictor! Sounds like a really shitty Batman villain. Like Calendar Man. The Predictor! I know what's going to happen! Also, I found this cool thing called the Dual Hook. I forget where I found it. I don't know where, but it's cool. It just has 2 hooks. Just lets you have 2 hooks at the same time. Kinda useless, but, you know. It's a thing that exists. If only I could use the Daybreak on these guys, but the Daybreak, like I said, is more meant for, like, you know, singular enemies versus crowd enemies like we've been dealing with, so it just isn't permissible. Come on, you fuckers can spawn, right? There we go. I'm trying to spawn these little, whatever they're fucking, nebulous sorcerers? Not the brain things. The brain things suck. Those little things that get stuck on my head. Those things seem to be a lot easier to kill, so therefore going for them is a better idea. Just need them all dead. I need all of you to die in horrible fire. Detroit will surely be caught in nuclear fire. Leave this to me. Thank you, Sponge Borgle. Burgle, Spongel, Bob. Spingle, Babble, Burble, Babble, Boo. Exactly. There's also another event that I'd like to trigger, other than the Old One's army. There's an event that can be triggered if you find a very specific item flying around in the space, what's it called? The space layer. So, I'm going to have to go to space soon. But don't worry. We're going to space for good reasons. Well, good reasons is kind of subjective because it's another event like the pirate invasion or the goblin stuff. It's like, it's helpful for me, but every NPC that lives with me is probably going to die a horrible, horrible, horrible death. But you know, that's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the crumbles cookie. That's how everybody dies. But don't worry, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and mostly because I want some of the items that it drops. I'd like to have a better mount, and it can give me a better mount, so, yeah. Let's see, I need just a little bit more of these. It can give me a much better mount, like, Little fish boy is okay. He's fast in certain circumstances, but I can get a mount that is way faster at pretty much all times. And it'll give me, like, infinite flight, so, yeah. It's not really useful for the final boss, but, you know, it would be worth something. I just need to fly around in the, what's it called? In the space layer and find it. It's just 2 more enemies. 1 more enemy. Come on. There we go. Now I can pretty much go kill the pillar. You can't stop me from killing your dad. Your dad is going to die. Your father will die. Just keep throwing daybreaks at it. See the daybreak's incredible on one singular target. And they all explode for me. It's almost dead. It's 500 health. Just run in there, chuck a spear at it, and it's done for. You're done for! 3, 2, 1. There we go. Alright, we go back. We go back on our great fish. Because my wings kind of suck. Though, my wings are going to be required for the final boss. Because sadly, little fish boy... I just call him the Duke. He's the Duke. He's not fast enough to go ahead and deal with this shit. He's not fast enough, Barry. You're not fast enough. Alright, kill the pillar and be done with it. There you go. Now I can grab all the nebula pillars. Otherworldly voices linger around you. So yeah, we just got nebula fragments, right? So using all of that, we can do some cool stuff. If I was a different class. Still have to deal with all of the little dudes that stuck around. I think they might have all despawned. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So, I'm going to go over there and almost kill the vortex pillar. Just need to go ahead and start running. Start running. You slow down so much when you get off of this thing. Yeah, this allows me just to pretty much run my entire world right all the way around and don't have to worry about teleporting, I guess. The other problem with this entire road, though, is that I made it a little bit too low. So I have to, like, run over some, like, hills and some, like, trees and stuff like that. So we get sort of close to the ground right here and stuff like that, and that's not good. Jeez, I am almost clipping through the ground right there. Look at me go. Look at me go. Yeah, and then for some reason, we're right there. We are right there. It's a nice, fast way to get the hell out of there. Fuck off. See. There we go. Now, this is a situation that you want. You kind of want to be able to, like, trap them up there. If I was a little bit closer, I'd be able to kill all of them. In fact, I can go ahead and make my way a little bit further up, have them all spawn up there, and then throw daybreaks at them until they're dead. The daybreak must break. You see? It works. It works. It's just that, you know, you have to convince people to be inside of a building. And they don't really seem to want to be able to do that. Come on, you little fuckers. I know you want to come fight me. It's like only some of them can, because only some of them can get inside of the building. What if I boxed off the entire building? I could just go ahead and sit right here and do it. Where are my blocks? Just gonna go ahead and block this entire thing off. If I just sit inside of this room, it should be easy to kill them. Just need to sit here and murder, and then every time I need to spawn some new guys, I just sit down here, and they come over and have fun up here. And they're all going to die. They're all going to die. Very slowly. There we go. These guys look like the xenomorphs of the game. They're blue little shitheads. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? There we go. I just need more to spawn. They can never figure out how to get underneath the entire thing. They can only figure out how to get on top of it. So they're just like, nah, I don't really care. It's like, I'd rather not be thinking. I'd rather be killing. It's like, damn. Fucking enemies after my own heart. No, then again, those enemies are not going to be able to win all that easily. Sorry, I need to take a drink. You know how it goes. Commentating Commentating. I don't know why I said it like that. Commentating is no good. Let's see. But yeah, this is way safer. If only I could have done this for the Nebula freaks. So then again, like I said, they clip through walls. These guys don't clip through walls. I can take advantage of them not being spatially aware of what's going on. Let's see. I also light them on fire just when hitting them sometimes, so... sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't work out. Oh, we go. I can hit them with the explosion of the daybreak, and sure, the big old spear doesn't get stuck in them, but, like, they're still gonna get pretty dang hurt. It's the Harpy. The one thing that knew how to get to me. See, I wonder if I go ahead and just get closer. Can I go ahead and spawn a bunch of them up here? It doesn't look like it. I'm not lucky enough to figure that one out. Let's see. What is it called? A storm diver. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Sorry, just had to sing some Dio right there. Had to reference my man, the world himself. If I just sit here, more enemies will spawn. They'll also try and fling themselves off the platform, but that's okay. That's okay. We're all going to die anyway. Let's see, doink. Doink. Come on. How many do we have? 68. This is a strategy. It's just slow. I'd like it to not be so slow. Well, I can go ahead and fly around and kill ones that I see. And then I can just go back up there and go ahead and kill them. Where is the pillar? It's over to the left. See, they're all spawning. I mean, this is working. I just go down there, hope for them to spawn, and then fly back up to the safe zone. Like that. Just a little bit of a tag. Tag him in the ass. Let's see. Come on, everybody. You want to come kill me, don't you? I know you want to come kill me. And the strategy is not to kill the pillar. It's to get it to like 500 health. Like, make it so easy to kill. I can just run up, blow it up, and then get the hell out of there. See, I know you're up there. I could also just outright kill it and try at the final boss, which would be kind of funny. I don't have anything. I'm like barely prepared to fight the entire thing. But I can recreate the item to summon him by using all of the fragments. This is going so slowly, I think I should just go back down and kill him. Just kill anything I see. There we go. These stupid little thingies need to be erased. You need to be erased from this planet. Then again, I don't really know. I mean, I guess I am on a planet because there's like space and shit. There's space and shit. Just need to kill all the little bugs. You see, if you just kill a million of these little bug fuckers, it becomes much easier. So the problem is they do so much damage. So much damage. Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. But I can speed up this process by like 5 million seconds. The 5 million seconds. Ooh, boy. Well, now they're down to 34, so just need to kill 34 of them, and then that'll open. But yeah, definitely something I'm gonna have to do off screen. Fight the Destroyer, fight Skeletron Prime, fight fucking the twins if I really felt like fighting the twins. They should be much easier now. I just don't want to fight them. I just don't want to deal with their stupid bullshit. But yeah, just fighting some of the mech bosses to go ahead and get more random bullshit. I can fight a boss this time around if I really felt like it. I do have a summoning item for a boss that, you know, I talked about a very long time ago, but never actually even acted upon. I just didn't feel like it. Also, it seems like the corruption is still spreading, which is no good. Which is no good. Very no good. Anyway, I gotta phase through the ground because I'm so cool. Phase through the ground and die because I'm so cool. But yeah, this very long The kind of part that we're at right now where it goes up, I don't think is going to be useful for the boss fight. But I made it as long as possible. I'm gonna, like, go it the other way around. It's gonna be on the left that it's, like, getting a lot longer. The stupid storm divers, I hate them. I hate them. See, where are the enemies? Where are the fucking bugs? The bugs are the best ones to kill. Super easy, super small. Seems that the little small, easy flying ones are always the ones I need to go for, aren't they? Let's see. And they're the ones that become so much easier to kill. And then therefore make this so much faster. And there's so many of them. It just works out. It just works out. I don't really understand where these things are even coming from. Like, are they working for the final boss, or are they just like random space people that have come to fuck with me? Like, I don't really know the lore of that. I don't really know the lore. 12. Do we want to kill it? I could give it a try, and then I don't have to like just refer to it as the final boss. I can actually call the final boss what it is. It'd be a really hard time fighting it, but who knows? Maybe I can like kill it without even thinking about it. It could be that I'm stronger than I even know. Probably not, but you know, we can give it a try. See, not you fucking storm diver. Not you hell diver. Still haven't played that game. I want to play the stupid original. Because if you ever look at like gameplay of the original Helldivers, it looks like an XCOM, like, you know, tactical RTS game. It's like I don't understand that, but kind of cool. I don't know how it became a third-person shooter, but it did. These guys kind of look like Helldivers in a way. Like I said, I haven't played the game, so I don't know shit about them. I know it's like supposed to be like Battleship Galactica, like Battlestar Galactica kind of parody thing. I don't really know. I say I know, but I don't really know. Let's see. Just want to kill this pillar. This pillar must die! The vortex in my soul must be cleansed. Also, it would just mean that, like, all the pillars would be gone, and I don't have to worry about them. Let me go ahead and see if I can recreate this thing. Requires 12 of each thing. And I have, like, a good couple extra of each fragment, so shouldn't be too bad. I have, like, 48 of that, so I can make the thing multiple times. So I think I might just kill the pillar, and then go ahead and see if we can even kill the boss. Because I know in my heart of hearts it's going to end horribly, but I need practice against the final boss anyway, because I've never fought him before. Even in our multiplayer world, we're right at this point right now, on January 2nd. Still, happy 2025. 2025 is going to be the year that I beat Terraria. At least beat the final boss. Because there are extra bosses that we haven't even tackled. I just don't really want to play them. I don't really want to deal with them. So therefore, we will not. But you know, I can always come back and deal with them in another time. I can always come back to Terraria. See, I should have been using the Daybreak. Would have hurt this thing way better. Oh my god. 5 million of those flying guys. These guys are like the centipedes of this fucking one. It's like just the stupid space trooper guys are not fun to deal with. They're not fun to deal with. They're really stupid. I hate them. Will they leave me the hell alone? No. Ah, boy. And I just need to keep running back. Oh, boy. I'm not a big fan of the pillars. Pillars kind of suck, if you ask me. If you ask me, the pillars are dog shit. And that's why I don't want to fight them, but I have to. I have to. For their bullshit. The one thing I have less of is probably solar fragments, because I had to use them to create the Daybreak. So it's like, I mean, it's still a really good weapon, so I ain't saying that I'm losing on that, but like, the only way to get new fragments is to re-kill the lunatic cultists, and then, you know, resummon all of the pillars again to kill them all again. So it's like, yeah. Technically, I'd only have to kill one of the pillars, like the solar pillar again, but like, still, it's just like, no, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. So it has to work out, or it won't work out. Fucking die. Chuck it all at it. Explode! I just like that these things just blow up. The giant-ass spear will now blow up in your face. Problem is, I have no healing potions. I have, like, basic healing potions. But my really good healing potions are going down the drain. I need to go ahead and grab some of my basic healing potions. There's a way to make even better healing potions, but I've just, you know, been ignoring that because I'm dumb. Because I'm dumb. I know I had, like, a big chunk of regular healing potions in here somewhere. Hearts. More hearts. Because I had to chuck a bunch of them away. Because, like, I had, you know, big-ass potions. There they are, the regular healing potions. Be a good idea to place a lot of these dumb things in here. Alright, there we go. Got things put away, let's go ahead. I didn't know we'd be fighting the final boss in this episode, but, you know, it just has to go like that. It just has to go like that. Of course, like I said, not beating him. Not beating him in any way, shape, or form. I just... it's gonna go as far as it's gonna go. That's all I have to say. We either win out of completely nowhere and the series ends on this episode, which I really don't think that's going to be happening, or we die and we need to prepare for him. But at least we'll be preparing. At least we will be ready to kill him. And I need practice, like I said, so... it'd be a good idea to just kill him in general. Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, is that you? See, there it is. Let's see. Impending doom approaches. So, when it says impending doom approaches, you've got a singular minute before the final boss spawns. So, need to go ahead and make sure that I've got everything prepared back at the base. As you can see, the entire world is very, very shaky right now. The world is unhappy that I... ooh, I got like 62 of those. Okay. But yeah, the world is very unhappy that, you know, the final boss is here. As you can see, everything's gone bad. Music's starting to turn off. It's weird. Anyway, I need to take my thing. I have all the buffs that I can get at this current time. Never fought this thing, so it'll either go incredibly or incredulously. As you can see, the eyes are peering in on me. Music's just gone. Moonlord has awoken. This is Moonlord, the final boss of Terraria. Let's see. Now, where is he? He's a giant ass. He's pretty much Cthulhu. He's fucking Cthulhu. And he doesn't like you. Oh, shit. But yeah, giant-ass Cthulhu is a pain and does not enjoy your existence. Also, he'll try and heal himself if you don't kill the weird things coming out of his eyes. He also has, like, a giant fucking fuck you laser that he spawns. Ooh, that's the giant fuck you laser. I knew I was going to lose. Though I was actually doing pretty good right there. I was doing good damage. I just needed to be able to survive longer. But yeah, that's the final boss, Moonlord. It's literally Cthulhu. We were talking about the eyes of Cthulhu at the very beginning of the game. This is the Cthulhu you have to fight. That's Moonlord. Now you may be saying, I have to kill all those pillars again, don't I? No. I can go ahead and refight him by using, wherever the hell they are, the other fragments that I got. So I need the solar fragments, and I need the other fragments. I forget their name. Stardust fragments, solar fragments. So, using all these next to an ancient manipulator, I guess it makes me the lunar hook. Like, it makes me the lunar hook. You can make more solar fragments out of these ones. Let me see, what else can you make? You can make vortex fragments. You make the vortex beater, the phantasm. Let's see, makes the nebula arcanum, nebula blaze, stardust cell staff, and the stardust dragon staff. Yes, the stardust dragon. See, I could make it again. I could make that, but I don't want to waste all my Stardust fragments. But the last thing is the Celestial Sigil. This allows you to resummon, you know, Moon Lord. So that's what we're going to use to go ahead and force the final boss to reappear. So, yeah, I don't have many Stardust fragments left. They're pretty much my lowest one for some odd reason. And I want to make the Stardust Dragon thing, but, you know, whatever. Either way, I think we're probably going to end this episode here. So, next time on Terraria, hopefully, I mean, all we can really do at this point is just retry at the final boss until I learn it. So, yeah, I guess I don't, well, will it be next time on Terraria will be the final episode of Terraria? Is there anything else that I need to get, really? I'll be finding the Old One's army, of course, because I'm trying to get certain things from the Old One's army. But I don't think I'm planning on fighting any other bosses right now. There are other bosses. Actually, wait. There is one thing that I probably should do. We probably have the time. We probably have the time in this episode to go ahead and try and see if I can get it started. Let's see. So, like I said earlier, I need to go into the space layer. And Fishron's pretty good at that. So, where I need to go is, like, up into space. I need to go to space. So, up in space, I should find something cool if I get lucky enough. I don't really know how these things spawn. Not harpies. We don't need them. Harpies can die. But I'm looking around up here, trying to get one specific enemy to spawn. In fact, I should probably look at the wiki just in case I don't understand what I'm doing. I misspelled that completely. Let me see. How do we get this thing to do? Post Golem. See, we need to find what's called a Martian probe. Spawns randomly on the outer 2/3 of the map. Higher spawn rate in the space layer. Okay, so it's on the 2 outside halves of the map. So, gonna go ahead, spawn back at home. And I need to go ahead and teleport, like, let's just go over to, like, where the dungeon is. Gotta go over here. Yeah, we're looking for something called a Martian probe. And that pretty much tells you what the hell we're going to be doing. And this is, like I said, another event that exists in the game. And it's a pretty important event because you can find a lot of, like, kind of end game stuff out of it. So it would be helpful. Would be very helpful if I can go ahead and get it to spawn. But yeah, it's just like a little thingy. I don't know how rare they are because when I was fighting them with my friends, like it just started. This thingy came out after we defeated the lunatic cultist, so it's just like kind of out of nowhere. I don't know if it just spawns in space and it doesn't need any block to stand on or what, but should be looking out for a glowing thingy. not harpies though. They don't do shit. They don't do anything. See, it says we're in space. So we just need to be on the lookout for little weirdos. Little glowing weirdos. I shot one of the harpies again by complete accident. I don't know how rare these things are, if they even are rare. Nothing over here. Wish we could go faster. That would be helpful. I summon stars from wherever I'm hit. But yeah, Loonmord? Yes, Loonmord. Moonlord is a very tough boss. Like I said, never fought him before. That was the first time I fought him. But he's got like 3 different hit points. He's got his hands that have like weird-ass eyes inside of them. And he's got this giant tendril that he grabs at you. That tendril will suck all of your health out if you don't kill the tendril. So you have to like shoot along the tendril to go ahead and hit like the health that it's trying to suck out of you. And then you just have to like kill all of its eyes. It has a second phase. Like I said, I've never fought Moonlord before, so I've never even fought his second phase before. So I don't know how well that would go, but you know. But you know. Anyway, am I on the outer third of the map? Hope so. But yeah, we don't have to worry about the pillars existing right now, because they're all dead. There's no other way to spawn them except by killing the cultist again, and I'm not planning on killing them right now. I'm planning on not doing that. Let's see. Though I could. It'd be a good idea just to do it off screen. Just to get the amount of Stardust I need. Because I can use that Stardust to create a really cool summon that would be helpful. Look at this Wyvern. Look at him die. I found a Wyvern, not a thing. Okay. Let's go back. I think where I need to go is just, like, directly... Maybe they only spawn on the ground. I've only ever seen them spawn on the ground, so it's like... Maybe that could be why that's happening. Go ahead and go over to my little thing. My little thing, otherwise known as my, like, arena for fighting Skeletron. Skeletron no like you. I keep on doing that. I forget to switch off of the mirror, and I just, you know... I teleport myself back every now and again because I'm dumb. I'm very quite dumb. Let's see. I just need, like... I need, like, a water candle right here. If I had a water candle, I would have a much better chance at, like, spawning this thing. Because when I fought it when I was, like, you know, on the multiplayer world, as you can see, the cultists are still here. When I was on the multiplayer world, it was, like, right next to the dungeon. That's because the dungeon's on the outer third of the world. I just need to get lucky and get this stupid thing to spawn. Let's see. Randomly spawns in the latter thirds of the world. Let's see. Yeah, it just doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me shit about, like, if there a specific way this thing spawns that I am unaware of. I mean, it's currently hitting daytime. I should not hit any of the cultists down there. I know I can kill him now, I don't want to. I don't want to kill you right now. You can leave that for another time. Jeez, okay. Well, this episode's been going on too far anyway, so... Next time on Terraria, it probably won't be the last time. We're going to go ahead and find this Martian. And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Valric, Amber, and Phoenix. Without you all, this channel wouldn't stay afloat. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys next time.